Indians' perceptions of Africa really vary widely based on things like education, exposure, media influence, and of course, personal or business experiences. Still, there are several common themes and trends that can be identified in how many Indians generally view Africa. Many Indians, honestly, lack detailed knowledge about Africa beyond just a few countries, like South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, or Egypt. Africa is often viewed as a single entity rather than, a diverse continent of 54 countries with their own distinct cultures, languages, and economies. Indian media sometimes reinforces outdated stereotypes, poverty, conflict, wildlife, and underdevelopment, though thankfully this is gradually changing. There's just less coverage of Africa's modern cities, tech hubs like Nairobi or Lagos, or, honestly, stories about economic growth and success. Indians are, for the most part, aware of historical ties through Mahatma Gandhi's time in South Africa and the Indian diaspora in countries like Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Mauritius. The role of Indian merchants and laborers in East Africa during the colonial era is also known to some extent. Among the business community and government circles, Africa is, more and more, seen as a land of opportunity, rich in natural resources, rapidly urbanizing, and full of emerging markets. Indian companies in pharma, IT, and agriculture are actively expanding into African markets. In everyday interactions, there's a mix of curiosity, friendliness, and at times ignorance or prejudice, similar to what Africans may also encounter in India. In Indian universities, African students sometimes report facing racism or stereotyping, although, many also find friendship and shared cultural values. India has been increasing its diplomatic and trade engagement with African nations through summits, aid, and development partnerships. Bollywood is popular in parts of Africa, and Indian music and food have made their mark, especially in East and Southern Africa. Most Indians have a general awareness of Africa shaped by a mix of historic ties and trade stereotypes from outdated media portrayals and newer perspectives through business and education. However, deep understanding remains limited outside academic or diplomatic circles. There's definitely room for much greater cultural and people-to-people engagement.